Yo, what's going on, guys? In this video, I want to talk about discipline and the importance that discipline plays in my life personally, and how discipline is actually the one key to attaining anything you want in life. Like, it's not simple. I mean, it's very simple, but it's not easy. It's very simple though. All you have to do is the thing that's getting you to the goal every single day without fail and make no excuses. And that's a lot fucking harder than it sounds. And speaking from my own personal experience, when I have something that I'm building towards, whether it's like a meditation routine or eating healthy or something, I can usually do it for a while, and then the old habits come in, or I do one thing to mess it up and then it's messed up and I've lost the momentum. The big thing with discipline and growth is gaining momentum, because once you get into a momentous state, you can really start to like push through and really like it's like you're flowing. But it's kind of like pumping a water barrel. You need to really do it every day, move through all the resistance and the cobwebs and the pushing back. And once you've pumped the water enough, it starts to flow, and then you're in that flowing state, and it's just increased dividends. It's just, your ROI is 10x. Like, you're Bitcoining that shit, and you're just like killing it. Really, you're killing it, and you're in so much momentum that you start adding more things on. So maybe you start with, I want to wake up early every day. So you wake up 7 a.m. and you feel like shit, and you just do it again, and you do it again and again and again, and then you finally you've got it down. And then it's like, okay, I want to wake up and meditate. And so you wake up at 7 and you meditate 15 minutes, and you keep doing that. And I think the key to discipline and doing what you want to do is increments. You got to build that momentum, like brick by brick. And you can't put too much on your plate in the beginning, because you'll just burn out, and it's too much for your mind to handle or process. And you really do have to make space and time for the resistance part of it, of just being like, I don't want to meditate this morning. But then it's like, okay, it's only 15 minutes. It's not an hour, it's 15 minutes. I can do that. It's not awful. And I think that's really one of the keys to life, is having this work ethic, this discipline, because it doesn't really come in other ways. Like, the thing that you want to achieve is not going to come through any quick trick or gimmick or psychedelic trip or whatever. It's really down to brass tacks. It's really boring. It's boring to create something amazing and interesting. It is very boring, and it just takes patience and slow work, and you really like be an animal, be inspired, be passionate, but put that somewhere and tame it into something. It's kind of like investing. The best investors, they just do a very basic, boring portfolio, and over 30 years they earn, and it's very 6-7% a year. But over 30 years, they're the richest people in the room, because the guys that were going for 20-30%, maybe they did get that 1 or 2 years, but eventually it bombs, and then they have a messed up psychology around money and how money works. So then they go for the 40% deal, because they missed 10% this year, and so they got to get back to there. And over the time, they lose money. They lose the most money. And the ones who become the richest, who have a stable investment plan, earning some percentage, maybe a little bit risky, but not everything in one basket. And those guys usually end up making the most money. So it's the same with your goals, with your vision, what you want to become. It's just daily grind. Like, just put in those hours, put in that work. Don't let any distractions get in the way. Don't let anyone say that what you're doing is crazy. In fact, don't even tell anybody. Don't even tell anybody what you're up to. Just do it. Just put in those hours day to day. You don't need anyone's approval or acceptance or pat on the back. Most people actually put you down or try to say that you're being too hard on yourself, or that you're working too hard, or that you need to relax, or blah blah blah. And that's why a lot of people don't become great, because the norm is not to be great. the norm is to be just to get by at the bare minimum and avoid suffering. And people just put no effort or thought or care into their consciousness and their growth and their health, and it's the most important thing in life. So be apart from the crowd, be great, do something great. And I think to do something great, you know, when people say that, it's like, okay, how do I achieve greatness? And it starts with one thing: just wake up early, and then maybe another thing, meditate, then maybe explore different business options. How can I do a career that's in line with my passion? Just researching 10 minutes a day, going for a run 30 minutes, and then maybe 10 miles, and then you do that with push-ups and pull-ups, and next thing you know, you're a fucking beast. And it really is that momentum. So I hope this helps. Much love from Mexico, and I hope